Fall is almost officially here, so I thought what better tutorial to show you than my fall bombshell one. Show you exactly how to achieve this really beautiful warm tone, but also slightly cool toned bombshell coated fall glam. It's long wearing, it photographs beautifully, and it's beginner friendly but looks really elevated. Out with Glazing Milk from Rhode, and taking my Benefit Professional foundation for that full coverage moment. This foundation is pretty new, but I haven't seen a lot of people like hype it up. I think it's actually a really beautiful formula. Buffing it in with my Real Techniques bubble blending brush, Huda Beauty concealer, Westman contour to very subtly sculpt. Then we bronze. I'm using the Tennille J bronzer to go to the forehead, down my temple, and then to the tops of my cheeks, right above where we put the contour. Sculpting the face and the eyes, going in with my Mario F1 brush and taking the cream bronzer, the side of the bridge of the nose, across the lid, and then up and out. A little bit to the cupid's bow, also a little bit to my lower lash line. Before we blend that out, I'm going to spray on some glazing mist and then blend that into the skin to get a really juicy, dewy complexion. It also just makes blending your products like buttery smooth. Setting the way I always do, doing my backward setting technique. Don't forget to put some on your eyes. For eyes, start with a bronzer shade or a actual bronzer. Go over the same places we put the cream bronze, a little to the bottom lash line. Taking a deeper brown shade to my lid space, ever so slightly into the crease. I don't like to put eyeshadow like beyond my crease. The shade M5, continuing that to the lower lash line as well. And with the shade M9, I'm going to put that right, you can obviously see it, right on top of that. I'm not going to blend again too far up. I want to keep the concentration of the darkness or like the pigment pretty close to my lash line. Kind of like a cool toned chocolate brown shade. I'm going in with the shade M1, which is the lightest like cream shade. Also kind of like reverse contouring. I'm going to place it right here next to the bridge of the nose, going upwards just a little bit. This step alone brings it to a little bit more like a soft glam bombshell look, whereas this is a little bit more like sultry and edgy. And I'm tucking in a deep brown, you can also do black, right into my inner corner. I'm not dragging it too much into the tear duct. I don't want to have that like cat eye, like feline look. I just want to have some darkness to this specific area. And then I like to do a little wing. I like to take whatever's left over on this brush and press it into the root of my lashes. It gives almost a doe-eyed effect while still being like really sexy and sultry. I feel like most bombshell looks have this little detail. And while we're here, redefine some beauty marks. Also add just a few freckles. With highlighter, I'm gonna place that to my inner corner. I feel like this is so bombshell coated. Pressing in a little bit of my powdered bronzer. Don't go too heavy handed. Pushing a powdered bronzer into your skin rather than like sweeping it not only gives you a lot more control over where the pigment actually goes, it also gives this really beautiful like blurred filtered look. I'm gonna put a little bit over my nose. Okay, then adding some cream blush. I'm using this little mini Huda Beauty one. Placing it pretty high up on the apples of my cheeks. It also go for like a beigey, more muted tone. Another spritz. I'm a broken record with my eyebrows, but we're doing what we normally do, keeping it really simple. I am gonna draw in a few extra brow hairs to the tail end of my brow, a little bit of bronzer to the cupid's bow, and then the center of the bottom lip. Taking this Morphe lip liner in the shade Rock Steady. This is like an endless cacao kind of like dupe. I'm gonna take the blush that I used and use that as my lip color over with some gloss. This is the Fenty gloss in the shade Fussy. Almost done. I'm taking a cream highlighter just to my little signature spot right there. To the nose, bridge of the nose, and the cupid's bow. Size powder melt, brown or black mascara. I'm using brown. And voila, your fall bombshell glam. I love this one.